Hey guys, Donna with Cypress Designs. Welcome to my segment of Craft Around the Clock. More Halloween. I don't know why, but it looks like my phone has got issues today. So we are going to make a Halloween box. We have fabric from Love It's Garden. And this is what we're going to use. And it's going to be a cat box. Not a cat box, cat box. It's going to be a, I'll show you the box in a second. So we're going to make this the base. The top is going to be with little dots. Another piece of fabric from Love It's Garden, guys. So you have to check them out. If you've never seen Love It's Garden, you need to go to her website. Her fabric is amazing. Okay, this is my segment of Craft Around the Clock. So we are going to make this box. Now, I found this at an antique store, so I'm not sure if you can get these like through Amazon or not. So they have the scallop edging, and to me, that called Halloween for me. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to add our fabric to our box. I love the cats. I don't know about you guys, but I love the cats. Maybe I'll use this end instead. Let's use this end. Okay, so we're gonna glue this. We're going to have to put a lot of glue on here. Okay. So just need a big brush. Use lots of glue because this is fabric. So you want to use a lot of Mod Podge on here. And little sections at a time is better. Just to make sure your fabric is lined up. I really fell in love with all this retro. I can't wait to show you guys all the stuff I bought from Wisconsin. Sure I've got everything here. So just line up your fabric. We will cut the rest of it off. But like I said, go little at a time. Don't go too crazy. You want to make sure your fabric is lined up and straight. And this will dry clear. Yeah. Let's keep going. Little at a time, guys. Little at a time. Okay, this fabric smells amazing. I don't know, she has some sort of a secret recipe she uses on this. Her fabric, Love It's Garden, Esmeralda, amazing. You can smell it for quite a while. Okay, so little at a time because you want this fabric lined up really nice. Let me just make sure I got plenty on here. And her stuff looks amazing and smells amazing. Again, Love It's Garden. But again, you're on my live segment of Craft Around the Clock. And I'm Donna with Cypress Designs. And I think you guys will truly enjoy this. Now, of course, we have to add more to this. But I want to get one section done at a time. And then we will add more to the other side. But her fabric's really good. She does auctions, you guys, and her auctions are amazing. And it's Love It's, L-U-V-V-I-T-S. Now, I don't know why I'm not seeing comments. So I'm hearing that we're having issues with comments. So if I don't see your comment, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's because it doesn't show up. Okay, so let me see if I can... Yeah. Let's see. Nope, comments. Okay. So now that we've got our first set, okay, we're going to have to cut this. Now, because it's such a pretty fabric, we are going to have to trim this. Now, because it's beautiful. Oh, there they are. Holy cow, it took that long for all my comments. Hi, Brenda and Lori and Vicky and Kim. They just showed up now. Right, Brenda? Isn't it amazing? How are you all doing? This is from Love It's Garden, guys. Her stuff smells amazing. So for me, I'd rather have somebody else do it and do it right and then just buy it from them. We're just going to, I'm trying not to waste the fabric. I want to use as much of this as possible, so I have to kind of hold it up. I really don't want to lose too much of the picture. And I'll have to show you all the different stuff I got from her. Oh my gosh. No, it's my newfound addiction, you guys. How are you doing, Lori? Okay, so we've got the first round done. We got the first side. Now we got to do this back side. So now I want to try to line these little guys up. So I have it looking good. Oh wow, look at that. Almost perfect. Almost perfect. Not maybe quite perfect, but it will do. Trying to line the jaws up. Now this cardboard is not what you call the greatest cardboard box. It's very wimpy feeling, like, I don't know if it's just been around for a while or what at the antique store, but it's very not sturdy, so I'm sure that's probably why it was at a vintage store. Oh, Kim, yes, it was really nice. We had a great time. My sister and I, we shopped a lot. My sister-in-law shopped a lot. Hang on, I gotta line this up. We just had a great time. But then it's always good to be home, to see family. Hang on, guys, I gotta line the eyeballs up. I'm just gonna try to do it this side. I'm not really worried. This is the back side. And I'll have to modify this because I had to line it up. I really want to line it up a little bit better than that so it's not so crooked looking. I hate wasting fabric. I don't know if you guys are like that, but I hate to waste the fabric. Yeah, the fabric is awesome though. See, and now my comments aren't rolling again. I don't know. So we'll put in fabric on the top also, guys. Fabric on top, fabric on the bottom. Okay. Now, you don't have to be perfect on this stuff. I mean, you can only be as good as the fabric is going to allow you to be. So just trying to, now I won't be able to match them perfectly, but it's okay. Just got to figure out where do I want to cut it. I think that's about, now these are going to overlap. I can't do anything about it. You can always get one side, but you can't get the other side. So my comments are not flowing, guys. I'm just telling you right now. I don't know what the problem is, but they are not flowing. Okay. So this side I can't do anything about. It's going to be what it is. I just wanted to get as much as possible aligned. That's the only thing that's bad is if you can find a fabric where you can get it longer, it really makes a difference. But can't always make it as long as you like. And I can save these little pieces for like ribbon. But I'm not going to worry. That's the back, so it's not a big ordeal. So there's the part of our box so far. Isn't it cute? Okay, so we're going to put this off to the side. Now, this is our one side that looks a little different, but the back side you can't do much with. So we're going to take our top. Again, we're going to use fabric, but we're going to use, again, this is her fabric from Love It's Garden. So I'm going to save that because this I'll use for something else, I'm sure. And then we're going to use this as the top. Again, Love It's Garden. I'm going to go ahead and make a circle. I know I have pencils and pens and stuff and whatever. I think what I'm gonna do is, maybe I'll glue it first. Let me glue it on and then I will cut it. That might work better. So just put enough Mod Podge. Remember, it's fabric. You want it to absorb, you want it to stick, not that pieces come off. I wish I had more of these. Man, I would have grabbed them all in a heartbeat. Okay. We're gonna do it this way. See, my comments aren't going, guys. I'm sorry, I can't respond to you unless I see a comment. Good old Facebook. And I never had a problem before, and everybody's telling me that, you know, they're having these issues. And I'm like, well, I'm not having an issue. Well, I guess today's going to be issue day. So we're going to cut this. I like to save as much as possible. Again, and she calls it a secret ingredient. These things smell heavenly. I don't know what she uses on them, but they're heavenly. My cat's checking things out here. He definitely missed us. Definitely missed us. So I'm going to straighten that out real good. It's not the greatest cardboard, but it'll do. Then we'll just cut along the edges. And I'll have to show you. I meant to bring the witch in. I don't know if you guys know who Bethany Lowe is. She does a lot of, is it Bethany Lowe or is it, what's the other person? There's another one that does a lot of the paper mache. Maybe it is Bethany Lowe. I bought the paper mache witch. She's amazing. I'm so excited because by the end of next month, I start decorating for Halloween because it takes me months to get ready. Guys, I'm so sorry. I don't have any comments flowing. But know that after I'm done today, I will check out your comments. So now that's going to be our top. We're not done yet. That'll be our top, okay? So that's how it's going to kind of look. So now we're going to paint this, which I probably should have done ahead of time, but we'll paint it now. I'm going to stick with black. I'm going to just stick with black. All the stuff that gets stuck inside this paint. Hang on. Yeah. It's like a little paint booger, as everybody calls it. A paint boogie. Hang on. It always does that. It's just like right at the top. And then I can go for months without this thing ever leaking. Be the death of me yet. I don't need a lot, you guys. That's the thing, is you don't need a lot to. And I don't know where my little pieces are. Do you ever notice that with us crafters, there's nothing ever goes exactly the way you want it? Sorry guys, still no comments. I'm sorry. Maybe one day. When the sun and the moon and the earth align. You little booger. I hate having to pull out more paint. I don't want the black. I'm going to have to use my chalk paint. I didn't want to use chalk paint on this. Oh no, it's not chalk paint. Sorry guys, no comments still. Okay, so we got this. I'm gonna put this off to the side. Let's paint this. I feel odd, I can't respond to anybody. Okay, so the next thing is make sure you paint this off your fingers. Because I don't want to mess up this. So now we're going to take and we're going to just go along the edges. I'll glue some more of this down a little bit more, but I'm not too concerned right now. Usually the smart thing to do is to paint first, but it's okay. I'm allowed to do that, right? Sorry, walking and talking I can't do. And we're gonna do that black, and then we're gonna etch it with that Rub and Buff. It'll make it look real pretty. Still no comments. I'm so sorry. It's not rolling. You know, I don't understand. They want us to do all these things and be successful, and yet nothing works anymore. I don't know why, but nothing works. They took away so you could read what we're doing. They took away the flipping of the screen. Now you can't see comments. No idea. First I thought, what happened? Nobody's on. And then all of a sudden a few people rolled in, and it's like, really? So I apologize for their lack of getting things done. I'm still at Lori High Friend, and that's it. Nothing else. I don't want to go out to come back in and lose that, because they have to connect me in, so we don't want to do that. So just know I will catch you on the rebound. I feel like I'm talking to myself now. But yeah, so wait till you see all the cool stuff I bought. From primitive to Halloween. Fun. And I can't believe, I mean, we've been to, we've been to Cedarburg many a times, but this is the one time I actually saw the Halloween store. And the Halloween store was pretty cool. But then Halloween is my fun month. Then you have your Christmas, which is my chill month. Like it's a time for me to reflect and remember my mom and stuff, and how much she loved Christmas, and just, I don't know, there's just, I miss the days when it used to be, you actually had snow. Now we have no snow. Nobody has snow anymore. Or they'll get a storm or something, you know? So, I don't know. Now, I just want it so that it makes a definition on the paper mache. And then we're going to do some Rub and Buff on here. I'm going to do the silver, kind of like I did before. And I'm not going to do too crazy of it. I think it looks pretty good when you just do it this way. Just trying not to get, I'm going to dry this, and then I want to go ahead and get glue down the top a little bit more. Takes some concentration, guys. And again, I apologize, I don't have comments, so what can we say? So I'll just make sure I got enough on here, and some spots maybe a little too see-through yet. But that's what's great about the acrylic paint over the chalk paint. This stuff dries so fast. I just don't want to touch anything. And we'll dry this real quickly, and then we're going to do some Rub and Buff on it. Try not to get your hands on the fabric. I probably should be careful. I say that, and I'll probably end up getting something on my fabric. Okay, that looks pretty doggone good. Okay. I don't think yeah. Let's see if I can go side to side. Nope. Nothing. Sorry guys that you don't see anything. And again, this is my segment of Craft Around the Clock, and if you're not following, you should be. It's a great group, great crafters. Everybody's different. There are no two people alike. Everybody does different stuff. And I gotta re-glue some areas on the top, but I want to make sure the paint is dry first. Looks like a pie, you guys. So I'll retouch down all the other pieces that are up after I do this. And I'll show you all the other fabric I got from her that I ordered. And then she gave me some fabric, but I can't remember which one she gave me and which ones I bought. Still no comments, I'm sorry. It's just sad. Facebook isn't what it used to be. I need to start getting out on YouTube and doing my lives on YouTube. Because if this fails, at least I know I'm on YouTube. And you guys we can communicate back and forth. Let me move this out of the way. I don't think I'm going to need more black. Now we need to get a little bit more glue on here. So I want to glue all these pieces down that are not glued or don't appear to be glued. Okay. Just want to make sure there's no gaps or loose fabric, because otherwise that becomes loose through the years, and then it's a headache to seal it back up. Okay, so now we have our top. Okay, we've got this. Now I want to edge this. I'm afraid I'm going to touch something and it's going to be all over the place. I wanted to edge this with some of this cording, so we're going to glue this on. And this is just some rubberized cording or mesh cording I got. So I'm gonna just put a light coat of glue and slowly begin the process of gluing the cord. It's really a cool, I don't know where I got it from. It had to have been last year. Probably was something like Joann's or something, because Joann's was always great because you could always find stuff. Even in April, you could find Halloween stuff. You could find Christmas stuff. They always had stuff. Still no comments. Now, if it was my live, it'd be one thing. I could go in and out. But because I'm on Craft Around the Clock, you kind of sort of can't. So I can't really go out. So you see how that's going to look? It's going to just finish it off and make it look pretty and very vintage-like. Very retro vintage. Clean up some of that and touch paint up on that one spot. I should always use the thin glue versus the bigger glue, because at least then you know you're going to hit your mark. With this thick stuff, you just never know what you're going to get. Kind of like Forrest Gump, you never know what you're going to get. Some of this. Okay, let's go ahead and do some more. So hopefully everybody's day is going well. I don't know if anybody's got plans for today or this weekend. We probably won't do much of anything. We're just gonna relax. It was a long drive coming home from Wisconsin. Try to explain to my husband, I'm on a live, don't mow around the house. I'm not listening to me. I hate mowers when you got a live going on. Okay, so now you have the top, you have that little ridging, so that'll finish that off. Let me find the back. The top will go like this. Now you have this cool box. I really wish I could get comments, guys. Oh, frustrating. Okay, so where's the back? That's the back. Okay, so this is our box so far, okay? Isn't it cool when you do work with fabric? Okay, so now what we gotta do is we still have to do our rub-in buff. Let me get rid of that and this paint because I do not want it all over my fabric. I do not need that all over my fabric. I actually feel like I'm alone here. I can't communicate with anybody. I'm all alone. I just gotta make sure I get all this off of me. Otherwise, it could be devastating to my project and that would be very upsetting to me. But black is horrible. When I was doing chalk couture, that was another thing I hated, black. Black was always nasty, getting on everything. Okay, so we're rubbing and buffing on some silver. Now I'm gonna put, the body doesn't want to even bend down anymore. I'm gonna put a little of this. You don't need a lot, guys, so don't waste too much of this. A lot goes a little ways, a little goes a lot ways. Little, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. So you want some, you don't want it all. So we're gonna take, and we're gonna go along the edges, like I've done in the past, because it's like, this is what kind of makes the project look cool. You can do as little as you want, a lot as you want. It's kind of like your thing. It's just, these little finger things really help, and it's probably better for you than using the chemical on your hands. Lots of glue. And again, if you're joining me now, I'm Donna with Cypress Designs, and I am on my craft around the clock, my segment. So I'm trying to spread this out a little bit because we wanted to make it look not spooky. We wanted to make it look vintage. A little weird spot there. Then I'm gonna just kind of run a little bit across the tops, just to make it look kind of like it's dirty. Still no comments, guys. I'm so sorry. And I can't even flip it backwards and forwards. And, oh, frustrating. But I guess this is happening to everybody, so it's not just me. Which is really bad. I can't communicate with you all. Sad. I feel like I'm having a full-blown conversation with myself, like I did with that one video, you guys. Oh, wait! I see some comments finally. Hi, Irma. Hey, Kelly and Peggy. Hey, Mary and Tessie. Comments finally kicked in. How embarrassing. Okay. It's just so sad that they want you to thrive on your business, but yet you can't do anything. Okay, so here's the beginning of our box. You guys like it? Thank you guys for sprinkling. You like it? Now this is the back side. So this is my front. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is we build the top. It's 9:30. I have till 9:45. Let me get the black out. I forgot. I am gonna use a little bit more black. Now let's make the finial for the top real quick. Get another paintbrush. And we're gonna paint some more. Like I said, I'm not really a fan of black, but you gotta do what you gotta do. This is just a chunk of wood. We're gonna paint it black. You can use anything for the top piece, you know, like your decorative finial on the top. You can use just about anything on here. Anything I hate is then I get all full of black paint, but I want to get this done. Then we gotta blow dry it. So I guess I'm done as of testing now because it's not moving again. That took a long time for some more to come on. Thank you guys, I appreciate you being here. It's just so sad. I can't even have a conversation with myself anymore. Oh, you're on the road, Mary? Safe travels, especially with the crazies out there. Now I'm only gonna do one coat because I wanna rough it up a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, this is Halloween. This isn't Christmas where you want everything pretty, and this is Halloween. I don't know what I did with my nice wet rag. I just wet a rag and I can't find it anywhere. So now where's my sander? I'm just gonna sand the edges a little bit. Just for the top, sides. Now we're gonna make this in pieces. So now we're gonna do the silver again. Like I said, silver goes a long way too. We're gonna take that along the edges. We just wanted to have that same appearance as the scalloped part. Just gonna add a little bit of that messy, so it all kind of blends in together. Okay, so we got this part. So we're gonna glue this part of the finial down. Not done. We got a few pieces to the finial. Let me make sure that's the back, and that's the back. This is the front. So we're gonna put that in about the center. Let's see, do I got a Polish thing? Yeah, got this. I wanna make sure I got my pieces on the side. So now we've got another. And we're gonna do the cork. Now remember, you don't have to be perfect on the cork either, guys. I have no more comments rolling, just you go, hi Nana, how are you? I try to catch up on everybody here, but you know. Now it's a little crooked on the top, but that's okay, because this is Halloween. This isn't Christmas, like I said. Okay, so we're gonna dry that. We're gonna embellish it with different layers. And then we're going to add a sign on here. And if I run out, or if I still have time, I have some little boxes you can do too. This is where you get messy. I forgot to buy gloves. I need to start doing is buying gloves. Let's use our silver again. Like I said, this goes a long way, guys. Don't have to be perfect. This is Halloween. This is Halloween, Halloween. My favorite time of month. I am so excited to decorate. I know y'all laugh at me, but guys, something about Halloween. It's just fun. And so mine sits up for, by the end of next month, I'll be starting inside. Now, I don't put outside stuff out for a while. I'll put that out closer to fall, when fall comes. But sometimes I try to get like the lights done, because I don't know about you guys, but if you don't get half of that stuff up, then you get bad weather. And then you're fighting the cold or you're fighting the heat. Down here, we're always fighting the heat. Okay, so let me move that off to the side. Let me show you the front. Yeah. Okay, so this is it so far. You've got your little finial. Now you can do whatever you want to do. If you have true finials, use your true finials, but you don't have to. Okay, so now this is our front. Let me make sure I put this off to the side. Now we're gonna do a bunch of hocus pocus. It's gonna be the words we're gonna use. And I had a hard time figuring out to cover up my cat, but I need my words on here. So, and there's plenty enough cats around. So I was wondering, yeah, there's plenty enough cats on here, so I'm not too concerned. So we're gonna dirty it up again. As you know me, I love dirty. Yes, I see this okay? Well, I'm talking to myself because I can't get any response. And that's sad. So I do my edges dark because I just, kind of like when you were a kid, you did crayons. The edges need to seem to be darker, and then it just looks better. And remember, this is Halloween. This isn't pretty. It's supposed to be old looking and stuff. You just want to try to eliminate some of the white. Okay, so I printed this off. It's just a bunch of hocus pocus is what we're going to use. Let me go do the next one. And we're just using Distress Oxide on here. I'm excited. I'm in a couple events. Is it next week? I'm in with Be Happy Crafting. Is it Be Happy Crafting or is it the Beehive? I can't remember. They changed that up. And we're doing Santa Christmas or Santa Vacation. So I have to figure out what I'm gonna do because I don't do I do basic traditional stuff. It's very hard for me to do cutesy stuff. So I have to figure out what I can do because I don't want to have something I can't use later. So I have to figure that out. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this one. I'm trying to go slow, guys. So, you know, it's very hard for me to go slow. I went out to my garden and the stink bugs are back on my poor zucchini and everything is finally growing and oh. I told my husband, no more going away in the summertime. I'm tired of my garden looking horrible when I get back. I'm trying to make sure this looks nice and dark at the top. You gotta have that dark outline. It just looks so much better. It almost looks coffee stained when you're done. Still nothing. Let me see. Yeah, I guess not. No, no, nothing. Sorry, guys. Wish I could see y'all talking to me, but I guess I'll have to wait until later and look at all the posts. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure the top's nice and dark. Now, just the little one again. It just makes it almost a coffee stain, but yet old. So we're gonna do just a bunch of hocus pocus. Oh wow, we got some more comments. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm sorry. Hey Tracy, comments have not been running at all. Hey Brenda. Thanks Nana. Hey Pam. Hey Lori. Hey Patricia. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with that. I feel alone. I'm talking to myself all the time. Okay. So here's our box. Okay, now we're gonna put words on here. Now I'm putting, it's just a bunch of hocus pocus. Now I just gotta know where the ugly edges are, because this is our front. And then I've gotta figure out, I hate covering my cat. Let me see. See if I can get it all the way down. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start at the bottom and make sure where this is. I'm gonna start at the bottom first and work my words up. I think that's gonna be so much easier. And again, guys, I apologize. I haven't had barely any comments this whole entire time. And I can't even see anything else. You guys have, it's stopped now. There's no more comments. So what I'm trying to do is, I don't want to ruin my kitties, but I'm going to take and adjust the words so my kitties still show. I think that'll be fine. I think it's a little big, the sign. It could have gone a little smaller, I guess, but I think it'll still look really good on here. Now, it really doesn't matter if some of them are covered or not. That's a box. You've got plenty kitties here. Clean my mess up. So what do you think so far? It's just a bunch of hocus pocus, and I'm sad because you can't see it the correct way. So now you have your, it's just a, hopefully I got them on there, lined up straight. Yeah, they look kind of straight to me. I don't know. This stuff has to dry. So what do you guys think? It's sad that you can't read it the correct way, but it says just a bunch of hocus pocus on here. Okay, I still got time, so I've got some little ones. And I'm going to adjust these sides eventually. I have to, I'm thinking of putting a strip of something like a black. Maybe I could do that. Hang on. Just a simple strip down the side. Hang on. What do you, I can't even ask you guys questions, guys. This is sad. I was going to ask for your help on something, but I can't. So I'm going to try something here. Now, all this fabric I got, all these ribbons were pre-cut from Evergreen Treehouse. I think it's Deb. So I'm thinking I'm going to take and cover these edges here and not even worry about that. I guess make sure I got the correct side. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to add that, and that'll just add a little, it'll get, oh, you don't want to have that ugly part here. That oogly part. We don't want oogly. And make sure you put plenty on, because you need that on here just to adhere it really well. Lots of strings, guys, lots of strings. You know me and my strings. I'm not really a string person. Okay. Now we're going to take this side, this other homely looking side, and do the same thing with it. A little bit of a issue there. Just trying to make sure I have plenty. Make sure we got it on the correct side again. Remember, this glue does dry clear, so you don't have to worry too much about that. This just makes it look a little more finished. Instead of it looking homely and stuff, it'll look finished. Okay, well, that's got to dry, and that's got to dry. Okay, so now we've got, it's just a bunch of hocus pocus, and what I love about this is there's so many textures going on. It's not just one thing. You got fabric on top, you got paint, you've got wood, cork, and now you have that little bit of the ragged edge to finish your backup. But I just love these boxes. I'm going to look for more of these because these would be just cool. And if you want to make them stackable, my suggestion is don't put finials on it. But because of the way my house is set up, it'll look really good just the way it is. It'll be all over the place. I've got 2 more minutes to go. And just remember, stay on Craft Around the Clock because there is another presenter after me. Now, I wanted to show you, this is the one I did prior to that. This is one of them I did prior. And this is done with papers. And these are the ones, now, I don't know if I've posted everything since I've been gone. I have to go back out to YouTube. I got to catch up on life in general. So this one is done with just strictly paper. We played with the paint. I got a label from Etsy. And when you start adding the different textures, this is what makes this whole entire thing. Okay, so you've got those two. And since I only have a minute, let me show you my witch real quickly. I think I have time. I found her in Wisconsin. I have 1 minute, guys. And just remember, if I click off, it's because I have to go. Is she not the coolest thing, guys? And she's got a lid. She's normally like 65, but because she has a little smudge on her chin, he gave it to me for 50. So this is, I've got a lot of vintage Halloween and stuff. So instead of me doing any more, I just thought I'd just show you. Isn't that cool though? It's all paper mache. If I could only be this good. And then with all these together, how cool on a shelf are these all going to be together and stuff. And then I have another thing I'll show you the next time. Guys, I have to go. I love y'all. Bye.